My friend Maya invited me to her new fitness club on Monday. I felt a little bit nervous because I am not very strong. Maya greeted me at the entrance with a very big smile. She looked ready for a very hard and long training session. I carried my small water bottle and a white cotton towel. The gym was full of people and very loud, energetic music. I saw many strange machines made of cold gray metal everywhere. My blue t-shirt felt quite light and comfortable for the sport. Maya told me that every machine has a special purpose here. First, we walked to the lockers to leave my heavy jacket. The air inside the club was very fresh and cool today. Maya said that safety is the most important rule for beginners. I looked at the big mirrors on the walls and felt small. She showed me the changing rooms and the clean shower area. I checked the time on the big clock near the ceiling. We had exactly 1 hour to learn about the different equipment. Maya explained that we should start with a simple warm-up. I followed her to a special area with soft blue mats. Many people were doing light exercises to prepare their bodies. I began to move my arms and legs in large circles. Maya checked my movements to make sure they were correct. I felt my muscles getting warmer after only 5 minutes. The floor was made of black rubber to prevent any slipping. I was curious about the bicycles and the running machines. Maya pointed to the row of treadmills near the large window. She told me that cardio is great for the heart's health. I saw a man running very fast on one of the machines. Maya promised that she would start with a slow speed. I felt much better after the light warm-up with my friend. We walked past a group of people in a yoga class. They looked very peaceful and were breathing very deeply. I wanted to try everything, but I needed to stay patient. Maya took a small clipboard to write down my progress today. She asked me if I had any pain in my back or knees. I told her that I was healthy and ready for a challenge. The gym was very bright because of the large glass windows. I noticed that everyone was wearing very colorful sports clothes. My simple blue t-shirt was easy to find in the crowd. We finally arrived at the first big machine of the day. My fitness journey started right there at the cardio section. The treadmill looked like a very complex computer with a belt. Maya stepped on the machine and showed me the start button. She explained that the red button is for a sudden emergency. I carefully stepped onto the black rubber belt with my sneakers. The machine started to move slowly under my tired feet. I felt like I was walking on a very flat forest path. Maya showed me how to increase the speed on the screen. There were many numbers showing my heart rate in the distance. I walked for 5 minutes and felt a little bit thirsty. Maya told me to keep my back straight and look forward. It was difficult to walk while looking at the digital screen. I saw a small fan that blew cool air into my face. That felt very nice because the room was getting quite warm. Maya adjusted the incline to make it feel like a hill. My legs felt much heavier as the machine went up slightly. I managed to keep the same pace for a few more minutes. The belt moved smoothly and did not make any loud noise. Maya told me that I was doing a great job for a beginner. I saw my reflection in the glass and felt quite proud. After 10 minutes, Maya pressed the stop button for me. The belt slowed down gradually until it stopped completely. I felt a little bit dizzy when I stepped onto the floor. Maya told me that this feeling is normal for the first time. I drank some water and wiped my forehead with the towel. She said that we should now move to the weight area. I saw many heavy metal plates and long steel bars there. Maya took a pair of small purple dumbbells from a rack. She told me that light weights are better for learning form. I picked up 2 silver weights that felt quite light at first. Maya showed me how to lift them toward my broad shoulders. After 10 repetitions, my arms started to feel a bit shaky. I realized that even light weights can be a big challenge. Maya encouraged me to finish the full set of exercises. I focused on my breathing and counted to 10 very slowly. She checked the position of my elbows and my straight back. The gym was full of the sounds of clinking metal plates. I noticed that Maya could lift much more weight than me. She is a very strong woman and a very professional coach. We put the dumbbells back in their correct place on the rack. It was time to try the machine for the back and arms. The next machine had a long bar and a heavy cable. Maya sat down and pulled the bar toward her chest smoothly. She explained that this exercise makes the back very strong. I sat on the small black seat and grabbed the metal bar. The weight felt a little bit heavy when I tried to pull. Maya moved the small metal pin to a lighter weight for me. That was much easier, and I could move the bar comfortably. I felt the muscles in my back working for the first time. Maya told me to exhale every time I pulled the bar down. I followed her advice and felt much more powerful and stable. We did 3 sets of 12 repetitions on this cable machine. My blue t-shirt was starting to get a little bit wet. I didn't mind because I was enjoying the feeling of the gym. Next, we moved to the leg press machine in the corner. I had to sit back and push a heavy platform with my feet. Maya checked if my feet were in the right position on the plate. I pushed hard, and the heavy weights moved up and down. My legs are much stronger than my arms, I discovered today. Maya was surprised by how much weight I could push easily. She added another small plate to the machine to test me. I felt a lot of energy in my muscles as I worked hard. The machine was well oiled and worked without any jerky movements. Maya told me to never lock my knees at the top. I listened to her instructions and kept my legs safe today. We finished the leg exercises and I felt like a giant. I took another long drink of water from my plastic bottle. Maya pointed to the rowing machine near the exercise mats. She said it was one of the best tools for the whole body. I sat on the sliding seat and put my feet into the straps. The handle was attached to a strong chain and a fan. Every time I pulled, the fan made a loud whoosh sound. It felt like I was rowing a boat on a very fast river. Maya showed me the correct rhythm for pulling and sliding back. My coordination was not perfect, but I tried my very best. After 2 minutes of rowing, my heart was beating very fast. Maya cheered for me as I finished the final 30 seconds. I let go of the handle and felt a huge sense of relief. Maya led me to a heavy squat rack with a long barbell. She said that we would only use the bar without extra plates. The steel bar itself was quite heavy, about 20 kilograms. I put the cold metal bar across my upper back carefully. Maya stood behind me to make sure I did not fall down. I lowered my body slowly as if I was sitting on a chair. My balance was a bit shaky, but I stayed on my feet. Maya told me to keep my chest up and my heels down. I pushed back up to the starting position and breathed out. We did 5 squats to practice the movement in the form. I realized that gym equipment requires a lot of concentration. Maya was happy with my technique and my positive attitude today. We put the barbell back onto the metal hooks of the rack. I saw a group of men lifting very heavy weights nearby. They were shouting a little bit to help their tired friends. Maya told me that everyone starts with small weights at first. I felt more confident after her kind and supportive words. We walked over to the area with the large exercise balls. Maya sat on a big yellow ball and bounced a few times. She showed me how to use the ball for my stomach muscles. I lay on the floor and put my feet on top of the ball. It was very difficult to keep the ball from rolling away. My stomach started to burn after only a few short movements. Maya laughed gently and said that this means it is working. I tried to do 10 more repetitions before I stopped to rest. The gym was getting even busier as people finished their work. I saw a woman doing amazing pull-ups on a high metal bar. I hope that one day I can be that strong and fit too. Maya checked her watch and said our time was almost over. We needed to do some stretching to help our muscles recover. I followed her to the quietest corner of the fitness club. I felt a little bit sore, but it was a good kind of pain. The music was a bit softer in this part of the building. I took off my sneakers to feel the soft blue mat better. Maya sat down and reached for her toes with her hands. I tried to do the same, but I could only reach my knees. She told me that flexibility takes a lot of time and practice. I breathed deeply and tried to relax my whole body now. The workout was over, and I felt like a completely new man. Maya and I stayed on the mats for a few peaceful minutes. Maya showed me a stretch for my arms and my tired shoulders. I pulled my left arm across my chest and held it tightly. I felt a nice release in the muscles I used for the weights. Maya told me to hold every stretch for 20 seconds at least. We switched to the other arm and I closed my tired eyes. I could hear the distant sound of the treadmills and the music. Next, we stretched our legs by standing on one foot each. My balance was much better now that I was more relaxed. I held my ankle and felt the stretch in the front of my leg. Maya looked very calm and she did not look tired at all. She said that stretching prevents injuries and makes you taller. I laughed because I am already quite tall for my age. We sat on the floor and put our feet together in a circle. This is called the butterfly stretch, Maya explained to me. I pushed my knees down slowly and felt my hips opening up. The gym equipment looked less scary to me after using it once. I realized that the machines are just tools to help our health. Maya asked me what my favorite part of the training was. I told her that I liked the rowing machine and the leg press. She said that we would do more of those next Wednesday evening. I was already looking forward to our next visit to the gym. My blue t-shirt was now damp, but I felt very energetic. Maya gave me a small protein bar to eat after the workout. It tasted like chocolate and nuts and was very delicious. She said that protein helps the muscles to grow bigger and stronger. I stood up and felt a bit like a jelly in my legs. We walked back to the lockers to get our personal bags. I found my jacket and my keys exactly where I left them. The locker room was clean and smelled like fresh soap. Maya told me to drink plenty of water for the rest of the day. I promised to follow all her expert advice for my recovery. We walked to the reception desk to say goodbye to the staff. The woman at the desk smiled and wished us a wonderful day. I felt like I was part of a very friendly and healthy community. The sun was still shining outside the big glass entrance doors. Maya and I walked out into the fresh afternoon air together. I took a deep breath and felt the wind on my warm face. My first gym experience was much better than I had expected. Maya was the perfect teacher for a beginner like me today. We walked toward the bus stop while talking about our weekend. We stood at the bus stop and watched the cars go by us. Maya asked me if I wanted to buy a monthly gym membership. I thought about it for a moment and then I said yes. It is a good investment in my health and my future strength. Maya was very happy and she gave me a high five in the air. She said she would help me make a personal training plan. We would focus on different parts of the body every single day. I felt a new sense of purpose and a lot of motivation. The bus arrived, and we found 2 seats near the middle door. I looked at my hands and saw that they were a bit red. This was from holding the metal bars and the rowing handle. Maya told me that my skin would get tougher over time. I didn't mind because it was a sign of my hard work today. We talked about healthy food like chicken, rice, and broccoli. Maya said that diet is 70% of the total result. I realized that I needed to change my shopping habits too. No more sugary cereal or fatty snacks for me from today on. I felt like I was starting a whole new chapter of my life. The bus stopped near my house, and I stood up to exit. I thanked Maya for the amazing introduction to the fitness world. She told me to get some good sleep and rest my tired muscles. I walked to my front door with a very slow but steady pace. My legs were a bit heavy, but my heart was very light. I entered my kitchen and made a large healthy green salad. I added some boiled eggs and a little bit of olive oil. It tasted much better because I knew I had worked for it. I looked at the mirror and smiled at my blue t-shirt. I felt stronger and more confident than I did this morning. The gym equipment was no longer a mystery to me anymore. I understood that with a good friend, everything is possible. I went to bed early and felt my muscles relaxing slowly. I dreamed about running fast and lifting very heavy weights. In my dream, Maya was there cheering for me all the time. I woke up the next morning feeling a little bit stiff. I did some light stretches in my bedroom to wake up my body. I was ready to face the new day with a lot of energy. My journey to becoming fit was just beginning for me today. I am very grateful for my health and for my good friends. The big workout was just the first step of many more to come. I am Tom, and I am becoming the best version of myself.
Write a comment. 3 best comments get 20 English lessons completely free.